I'm joined by Katrina Pierson, who is one of the very, very well-known faces of the Trump campaign. Thank you so much for talking to me here.
Thank you.
You're smiling. You look happy. Is this
Very
going?
happy.
Is this going even better than expected?
This is going as we've expected. You know, if you followed the Trump campaign, you know that I have said from the very beginning that Mr. Trump was going to be the next president, and so I still feel that way. We now see Ohio and North Carolina. Now Florida's just been called. We're doing very well in other parts of the states, and we're looking forward to celebrating tonight.
But tell me, what do you think has turned the tide? Because a lot of the opinion polls, right until just like a few days before the elections, were still showing Hillary by a 4-5% lead. Were they obviously missing some kind of hidden wave?
The media is always missing something, particularly when the narrative doesn't fit their own. But, you know, Mr. Trump has been able to bypass that media, has been able to get his message out there to the people of this country and make his case for what he wants to do to make America great again. He wants to bring back jobs. He wants a strong economy. He wants to secure the borders, and he wants to put Americans and their families first. And we have not seen a candidate like that in a very long time.
But at the same time, Katrina, I mean, for those of us watching from other parts of the world and looking at some of the things Mr. Trump has said, I mean, in the past and in the course of this campaign itself, I mean, some of the stuff is pretty problematic. I mean, whether it's women, whether it's to do with sort of racially charged comments, all of that.
Well, what I would say, it's a good thing we live in the United States. We have freedom of speech in this country. Mr. Trump was not preparing for his lifetime to be the president of the United States. And we can talk about some of the things that he said in defense of himself. He didn't just wake up one day and criticize someone. He was always defending himself, unlike Hillary Clinton, who did offend half of Americans when she told all the world that his supporters were deplorable and irredeemable. And that's the difference between the two.
But when Mr. Trump attacks the media and when he says things like he'll lock Hillary Clinton up in case...
Mr. Trump attacks the media. Mr. Trump responds to the media attacks.
Okay, but I've been at a Trump rally where he said, look at the lying media, look at them.
Yes.
He also...
Did you not see CNN has already been outed as cheating in the presidential campaign? Did you not see the fake headlines that CNN was running during this campaign? They are lying.
Okay, so...
It's true.
Okay,
it's
so
true.
Listen, it's one network, but he sort of sweepingly generalized for the whole media. Let me complete my question.
No, he always says, not all of them,
right,
but the majority.
Okay, but he also said that he will put Hillary away to chance of lock her up. Now, when you attack the media like that, when you threaten to jail your opponent, that's the kind of stuff which you don't expect in a country like America. That's seen
it's
as
absolutely what
highly
you expect
unusual
in this country. When you have a media that is as corrupt as the government, you should call that out. If the media is not reporting the news and instead creating a narrative, you absolutely should call that out. And when Mr. Trump is saying he wants to investigate the investigation, I mean, she lied to Congress. Wouldn't you want a president that's going to hold even his opponent to the same standard that you and your family are held to?
Right. And Katrina, tell me, for someone like yourself, when you became a Trump surrogate, when you became a spokesperson for him, was there a lot of criticism of that decision initially?
Oh, absolutely. You know, there's always going to be criticism when you're on the opposing team. That the media in this country is very liberal. For the most part. And so they've always favored the Democrats. And so when you're out there supporting a Republican, or when you don't fit their narrative, as a black woman, I'm not supposed to be Republican, and I go against that grain. And so, of course, we all expected the media and everyone else to come after Mr. Trump. What we've never seen in this country, which is un-American, is the media attacking staff and surrogates in a presidential campaign. That's unprecedented.
I've seen some of those debates you've been in. They get pretty volatile. Last question to you. Have you had a chance to talk to Mr. Trump at all during the course of this very, very exciting night for him?
Absolutely. He's asking everybody one question. What do you think? Or what do you feel? He's upbeat. He's excited. He was very happy last night. He has done what no other political candidate has ever done in this country.
He asked you that question as well?
Oh, absolutely. He's always asking that question.
And you said to him?
Said, I feel great. You know, I've been all over this country. I just finished the women's tour, going to all the swing states over the last 2 months. I have seen the support. I just got back from North Carolina last night. Looks like our efforts have paid off. So we all feel really good. This is a movement. It's not a campaign. I think that's what the media is missing.
So he's going to come down here shortly?
Yes.
Okay, well, that should be exciting. Katrina, thanks very much for doing this.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Nice talking to you.
All right, so Katrina Pierson there, one of the leading spokespersons for the Trump campaign, coming out very strongly saying that it was a biased media narrative, which is why there was a perception that Trump may not make it, which she says now the truth is coming out. With camera person Sanjay Mandal, Srinivasan Jain at the Trump Victory headquarters for NDTV.